brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals to the south, the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of...
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now Lawrence on first down. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Lawrence going to throw again. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
through
now they have that that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tua sets up to pass it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And running the jet sweep with Jones. And this one up right away. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. Miami set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Tua. Caught, it's Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
Here's Tua. Going right back to Wilson. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the 43, it's second and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And a throw right sideline is complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's another Dolphins first down. First down and goal to go.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Sam Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt, that is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Extra point up and good by Sanders. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And able to get this out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Now Tua. Caught by Wilson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. A give running right, ETN. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Christian Kirk. A gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
ETN up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Got stopped, would have liked the touchdown, but hey, field goal gives you the lead, and let your defense do the work.
The one thing to keep in mind, though, the field goal is not automatic. You've got to make sure you protect your kicker here so you don't have a block, which turns into a big play. But you're exactly right. Kick it, rely on your defense. This is the proper play here in this situation.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man. Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Tua now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. Throwing Tua. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua taken by Lola. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now Jones. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 14-9. A little over 80 ticks to go. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road, in the playoffs, as they've got it with a first down. Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to throw.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long.